Cerberus, the loyal guardian of the underworld. When a soul departs the mortal world, it begins a lonely journey to the realm of the dead. After crossing the River Styx on Charon's ferry, it must face one final obstacle, a creature whose very presence embodies the eternity and cruelty of death. Standing guard before the gates of the underworld is Cerberus, the hound of Hades. Part 1. A horrifying lineage. Cerberus was no ordinary creature. It carried the bloodline of the most primordial monsters, like the Lernaean Hydra and the Chimera. Cerberus was a child of Typhon and Echidna, the father and mother of all monsters. This lineage granted it a truly terrifying form. It was not merely a three-headed dog. Each head possessed fiery red eyes, razor-sharp teeth, and could see in all directions at once. Its fur was not fur at all, but a mane of writhing living snakes constantly hissing with menace. Its tail was also a venomous serpent, and from its mouths poisonous saliva dripped to the ground, killing any plant it touched. The bark of Cerberus was not that of a common dog, but a ghastly mix of a lioness roar and the hiss of 1,000 snakes, a sound that echoed throughout the underworld, striking terror into the living and the dead alike. Part 2. The eternal duty. Cerberus was a warden, not a destroyer. It was fiercely loyal to its master, Hades, and had flawlessly performed its duty for millennia. Its task was twofold, clear and absolute. To prevent the dead from escaping, Cerberus would act friendly and wag its tail to welcome new souls arriving. But if any soul attempted to return to the world of the living, it would instantly transform into a ferocious beast, mercilessly tearing them to shreds. To prevent the living from entering, the realm of the dead is not a place for mortals. Cerberus ensured that no living being could pass through the gates without the permission of the gods. It was the ultimate symbol of the final boundary, an impenetrable wall between life and death. Part 3. Breaching the gates. Though a near-perfect warden, throughout mythological history, a few mortals and heroes managed to get past Cerberus, not always through strength. Orpheus by music. When his beloved wife Eurydice died, the musician Orpheus ventured into the underworld to save her. He did not fight Cerberus. Instead, he took up his lyre and played a melody so beautiful and sorrowful that the entire underworld fell silent. His music soothed the rage of Cerberus, lulling the three-headed monster to sleep and allowing him to pass. Psyche by cunning. On one of her quests, the Princess Psyche needed to enter the underworld. Following advice, she brought along honey cakes. When she faced Cerberus, she threw the cakes to it. The monster's heads, distracted, fought among themselves for the delicious treat, giving Psyche the chance to slip by. Heracles by force. The greatest challenge to Cerberus came from the 12th and final labor of Heracles, to capture Cerberus alive and bring it to the surface. This was considered the most impossible task of all. Heracles descended into the underworld and requested permission from Hades. The Lord of the Dead agreed on one condition. Heracles had to subdue Cerberus without using any weapons. A titanic wrestling match ensued. Heracles, with his demigod strength, used his bare hands to lock all three of Cerberus's necks in a stranglehold. Despite the beast's roaring, clawing, and thrashing, Heracles did not let go until it was exhausted and submitted. He successfully dragged the Hound of Hades to King Eurystheus and then faithfully returned the Guardian to its post. Conclusion. A symbol of cruel faithfulness, Cerberus was not a monster of chaos. It was a monster of order, a soldier guarding the most important boundary in the cosmos. Its ferocity was necessary to maintain the balance between the realms. In popular culture, Cerberus has become the archetype for all hellhounds and terrifying guardians. From Fluffy and Harry Potter to countless creatures in video games and films, the image of a three-headed dog guarding a forbidden place remains a powerful symbol, a reminder of boundaries that must never be crossed.